All right, Shalom, Call Halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah, Quadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom, salute to the hopeful elect. And if you're looking on the screen, this is a video that I took earlier, which I believe I was on the plantation earlier, and vexing and thinking about getting out of Babylon, going through the everyday stress of the plantation. And I'm like, damn, can't wait till we get the hell up out of here, But as I was, I would say about a half an hour to an hour went by, and I'm riding, and because if brothers know, if you know anything about this area, where I was at, I was in the BWI area by the BWI airport, and Baltimore and Washington airport to be exact. And you see a lot of airplanes flying in that area, but I could tell a difference from an airplane, a helicopter, a bird. They fly in different ways. Like when an airplane fly, it kind of like glides, just like a bird. And helicopters may move different, but you can tell a difference between if it's a bird, if it's a plane, a chariot, which I believe to be the Lord's chariot. This is sort of like a testimony. I am going to get a scripture, but going back to the so I look up and I saw three chariots. And you may not be able to see them too good in this picture, because I did the best that I could do, because when I saw them, towards the end, when they had flew off, I had got my camera out and tried to get a clip. But sometimes when you see the chariots, it might just be for you. You know what I'm saying? But we in the last days, so a lot of brothers gonna be having a lot of chariot sites, So I'm gonna go ahead and play the video. Lord willing, this edifying, or Lord willing, this a faith booster for you brothers. See the chariot fly. I don't know if you can see him too good, but that's towards the end. And to let you know, as I was driving for about, I say 15, 20 minutes, and I could see those chariots with my bare eyes, and you see planes, so you know how a plane flies. These which we know as chariots, they was just sitting there, and the way they was moving in like a formation type way. Like planes don't do that, You got helicopters don't do that, the way they was moving. These wasn't no man-made technology, because three chariots, as they was moving the same way. Like, if you can understand what I'm saying, like the motion, like ain't no way in the world man-made flying objects could move like that. That's why I came to the conclusion that these may have been chariots, just by the way they was moving. They was moving like three and one. It's like they was moving the same way at the same time, back and forth, then up and down, then they just flew off. So there's three of them. There's three chariots flying in formation. I can see them with my bare eyes. In formation. I can see them with my bare eyes. Yeah, so and this was like 20 minutes in. So I said, you know what, let me go ahead and try to get a video. But sometimes, the angels, they, if they are the angels, sometimes they might not want you to capture it. And sometimes they do, And this was like 20 minutes. I mean, the whole time, like while I was driving, at first, I was vexing about getting up out of here, And I'm not even going to lie. I was on the verge of, just because I was pissed off earlier, I was really pissed off about, my, what I had to do earlier on the job, And sometimes it's going to get that way, But you got to hold your faith, Because they, Esau, and even Jake out in the world there's a lot of demons out here that hop on people. And, that's why a lot of times, I got to work on that too, about praying when I get into, certain situations, But I'm going to go ahead and get a scripture. All right, this is Luke 21, and I'm going to start at 25. It says, "And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth, distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, men's hearts failing them for fear." And there's going to be some sightings in these last days that a lot of people are going to be dropping dead from heart attacks, what they call heart attacks or strokes. That's one and the same thing, a little different, but basically the same thing. Because those chariots are going to start to reveal themselves closer and closer, Because when I saw them earlier, when I was on a job, right? When I was on a job, they were kind of like in a far distance, but I could tell like the movements, the way they was moving and everything, that this wasn't just no ordinary plane or helicopter or a drone, because drones, I never saw the technology, three drones move in the same direction that high like that and just fly off like that. And drones, the way they fly sort of like helicopters, in that manner. So that's what led me to believe that they were chariots, And that's a beautiful sight, because you know what? That's going to be our salvation, those chariots, But reading on, it says, men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking at those things which are coming on the earth. And what's coming on the earth? Those chariots, the Lord coming with the chariots. And there's going to be a lot of, the Lord said he coming with vengeance. There's going to be a lot of death on the day of the Lord. It says, which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Verse 27, and then shall they see the Son of Man coming in the cloud with power and great glory. So every now and then, look up. The scriptures say that every now and then, look up, because you might see a chariot, because that's going to be our deliverance, Lord willing, if we are the elect, which I hope, But I feel like the elder said at camp the other day, if I ain't the elect, may the Lord allow me to see my enemies fall, because I want to see this devil go down, Here it is, we all vexed and you got to work for this little bit of money and you ain't really getting nowhere at the end of the day, And then you got to do all this to at least get something in this society. You got to do a lot. Esau throw you crumbs, which he's supposed to, because he's the devil. He's your enemy. Your enemy ain't supposed to be out for your benefit. So when we in power, what you think we're going to do to this devil? We ain't going to be nice. We're not going to be nice to this damn devil, because he sure damn wasn't nice to us. He was horrible, ain't had no mercy. Here it is, you got the whole, just think about it. These top elites, they don't even help their own, the bottom class Edomites out like that. It's a little bit better than Jake, but Jake is rising, which they throwing Jake crumbs now because Jake is waking up. So this devil ain't gonna be too, if he was real too harsh, that's why he got the celebrities and all that to make you Jakes think that you can make it in America. So he set up levels to this, like lower what do you call it, lower illuminated ones, like Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, and all that. That's why they set up to make you Jakes think that you can make it. And every now and then he allow a Jake to get out the hood, like a LeBron James or a Jordan, in the sports world. It's all levels, entertainment, sports, rap, all that. Esau set that up so that it could be like a what you call it,